Good morning, good morning, good morning. Coming at you live on this Friday Eve with a life update. Over the weekend, I managed to partially tear my MPFL and break my kneecap. So catch me in some crutches for a little bit. Follow along today as we get ready to make family dinner. We have chicken, wanted potatoes, but you'll see about those, peppers, onions, carrots, radishes, and we're going to even make some rice. We're going to get it done. Check it out. I gotta use the sink to lift myself up, but that is totally okay. So open up the potatoes and I'm looking around and they just looked a little weird to me. So I ended up rather safe than sorry putting those to the side. They had little black circles on them. Think they were in the garage for too long. It happens to the best. So debated using those, but no, we're not gonna use those. All right, here we got the peppers, the all the other goodies. Get those in the tub. We have a nice little vinegar and baking soda mix coming up. Apple cider vinegar, that is. Gonna drop down, grab a bag. There we go. Little shimmy and shake in there. Perfect. Looking good. Okay, and that's the red wine. We don't want that. We want the apple cider vinegar with the mother. Where's your mother? All right, mixy, let that chill. Radishes, which I've never cooked before, and let me tell you guys, amazing, absolutely amazing. 10 out of 10 would recommend literally just baking them in the oven. They smelled delicious. I've never smelled that smell before. So, all right, we're just getting a little trash bag ready here to make it easy at the end. So, whoever cleans up, because it's not going to be me, because I made the dinner, that they have easy access to bring that all to the trash. So, okay, guys, we're going to get to chopping the first onion here. Chop the bottom off, chop the top off, and then give it a good slice down the middle, peel the outside. Doing a great job, Sarah. Doing a great job, let me tell you that. All right, put the extra onion pieces to the side in the trash bag. Cover the camera angle a little bit. That's cool too. And then we're going to get to the second one, and we're going to keep it moving right along. All right, so we're just going to speed it up for you guys and keep this moving right along. Tears of joy as we cut these onions, as you can tell. I'm trying to take a second there. All right, so we got the pan. We're going to move all these nice, lovely chopped onions to the pan. Get that ready to go. First thing done, complete. Next, we got the peppers. Leaning over the sink to use my body weight as some support. I can put, oh, look at this. All right, little hack, just pop right out. I don't really like to rinse the peppers after that. I think just if there's a few seeds, you'll be okay as long as you can handle those. So less is more when it comes to that. And seeds are good for you, right? Eat the fruit and the seeds and you know the whole shebang. So pop that right out again. Chop those up. Some of you may be asking, well, Sarah, why isn't your leg elevated? Well, guys, somebody's got to cook dinner. So, and I can take as long as I need to cook the dinner because I have the time right now. So, happy to do that. I'm definitely putting a lot of pressure on my left leg, obviously, more so using the right leg is just like a balance point. Um, so yeah, I don't think it caused too much damage, just extra damage, in my opinion. It feels okay. So keeping it going. All right, we're starting to get the radishes out there. They're so cute and they're so pretty, nice color. Again, first time with these, so I ended up just chopping off the top and bottom a little bit, cutting those in half, which you will see momentarily here. All right, so we're getting to the chop here, cutting those real good. Swifty as ever. Look at that. Look at that speed. Super speed. Okay, this was really cool. Found a radish that was growing, even in the fridge. So I'm actually going to take that outside to the garden. Okay, so grabbing the crutches, we're going to make our way over to the fridge real quick, and then we'll make our way right back. And we're back. What did we get? Ooh, we got carrots. Yum. Wanted to substitute something for the potatoes, so decided to do that. All right, putting those to the side, put those in the bath for a second. I'm going to take the steel bowl. You already know that's the best. Get over there, kind of give the surface a little toughen up. Try and get all the, little dirt specks out of there, which it really works well. That's such a hack. Instead of using a peeler, just use the steel wool, you know? Metal, it's just steel wool. It's fine. So giving those a good little wash down real quick here. All right, so keeping that, I was checking the willow tree out. As you can tell, I'm staring off into the abyss. It was so beautiful outside, you know? All right, we got all the carrots over there. Again, using the ledge as a leaning point to move over so I don't put a lot of weight on my leg. Chop, 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 chop. Just doing like 2-inch pieces of carrots, cutting off the tops and bottoms, and throwing those on the pan. Those are so good when roasted nicely, carrots. If you don't over roast them, they still have a little bit of moisture, if you will. So really good. My chopping skills on 10. You can already tell. All right, we dropped them on the floor. What are we gonna do? Because we got fans and we can't show anybody that I would eat something off the floor. Sarah, let's give it a rinse, shall we? A little dish soap. Oh no, I don't think so. There we go. It's my floor, so I can eat it. And it was amazing. So 10 out of 10. Look at that sheet pan of veggies. Again, we got peppers, onions, radishes, carrots. We're going to pop out the Capri olive oil. Let's go. Shout out to Capri. It's delicious. Amazing. It has a very nice taste, I will say. Never catch me buying the generic brand again. All right, give that a little toss around. A little love with the hands. The radishes smelled so good. I was actually so surprised. Again, first time. Still chewing on that carrot though. Putting that jaw work in. Okay, back over to the pan. We're gonna just set that aside so we can get the next thing ready, which is the chicken. So slight cleanup here, just dumping that all into the sink so that it can all come together at one, and then I'll put it into the trash bag. All right, we're gonna do a little cleanup sesh. Put some things away, clean a little bit, put everything in that bag like I mentioned, just kind of get everything organized as we get ready for our next step, which is going to be the protein of the meal today. We're going to get out the chicken, and the chicken has arrived. Perfect camera positions here. Okay, yeah, we just had to get in a good location and put that in the sink. Again, no cross-contamination here. All right, we got a nice pan to put the chicken on when we're all done. So now we had the chicken in a saltwater bath, so we're just gonna clean that up. I don't know why, but it didn't look right to me. It looked very pale, and I didn't like that. I don't get skeeved out by raw chicken, but it's just really weird if you think about it. Like, I'm touching a dead animal's meat that I'm gonna eat. Definitely a weird concept in my mind, but tastes good when it's all said and done. So shout out to the chicken who sacrificed their life, hopefully in a great way, in a respectful way, in an honorable way. Thank you for your service. Okay, so again, just taking all the nasty skin off, all the fat, and some spots had a little bit of blood. So you know how to clean chicken. If you don't know how to clean chicken, learn how to clean chicken. Oh, now we're leaning over the counter because too lazy to stand up. All right, back to standing. Okay, let's keep it clean. We're gonna chop. We're gonna take it over to the cutting board, and we'll make sure it looks good. Okay, it's keeping it going. Clean up, everybody. Okay, so as you can tell, just cutting up the chicken. Rest assured, the dish rag at the lower right bottom of your screen is only for chicken. I promise you that. So I'm washing my hands real well, grabbing a new towel, of course, going back over there, being careful, just putting stuff in the sink, moving over, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Ow, pain. Okay, we got we got salt coming up too, bunch of seasonings here. All right, so we got pepper, we got Italian. Look at that. Generous shakes. Oh, I had to sneeze so bad. And I just couldn't really turn too fast. All right, and then I was going to use basil, but then I was like, wait, I have basil outside if I want to use it, so I didn't do that. We have a little cayenne pepper there, and I believe dill. I put a little dill on there. I love me some dill. Okay, was looking for the garlic and the onion powder. We're going to use the same things for those. What seasonings do you guys use? I'm always curious about that. I definitely use the same ones, but you know, if it's broke, don't fix it. But always open minded to hearing what everybody's using these days. There was something called Kitchen King from Connecticut. I really liked that one. It was amazing. Shout out to the Indian market. Okay, back with the olive oil. I'm putting a little drizzle on each one so I can mix the seasoning with the chicken, as you will see momentarily here. Again, with the capri. Oh, that was painful. That was painful. A little maybe slight twist or something. But we persevere. So, all right, giving that a good rub down. Mixing it all together. All right. Do you guys normally massage your chicken, or do you guys take like a mallet and make it a little bit thinner? Always curious about the chicken processing. All right, we're going back in with the soap. I know, we're gonna wash the hands. We got the clean towel, the non-chicken towel, putting things away, clean up as we go. And then I forgot the salt, so we're gonna add a little bit of salt now. Little in the hand first. I was thinking about a time where the salt was not put in their hand and it went straight into the pot of water. If you know, you know, but that was really funny. So didn't want to have that happen on my nice chicken. So there we go. Got the rice out. We're going to put the chicken in the fridge. We're going to leave the peppers and onions on the stove because we were going to cook them shortly. Bam! Lemon for the chicken later. Okay, guys, so of course, if you make a mess, you got to clean up the mess. So we just did our best to give everything a little scrub down. A little quick with that. Shout out to Dawn dish soap, am I right? Okay, guys, change the angle because it was about 20 minutes later and we're going to cook everything. So we have the sheet pan in there and then we're going to go over and get the rice going. So I poured some water in the pan, just taking my time moving that to the stove, turn that on. And I believe we're going to grab a cover. Yep, we're going to grab a pan top here. Put that on, let that get, and we'll bring that to a boil. Thumbs up, sneak peek, the end result. Appreciate you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more. Love you. Bye.